Hello everyone, my name is William with World Star Hip Hop. Tonight, the guest on our show is amateur recording artist Mitch Arbaugh. Mitch has been playing the drums for about 2 decades. He's played in dozens of concerts. He's recorded 2 full-length albums, also 2 EPs, and has played with 3 different rock bands here in Southern California. He's also among the first musicians in the country to incorporate both MIDI and audio simultaneous instrument tracking for unique drumming situations. Now Mitch, like I was saying, audio simultaneous instrument tracking, that sounds just complicated right from the get-go. So you're going to have to go into detail about this. So let's get down to the basics. So how long have you been recording music?
About 15, 20 years. Started off in my father's basement when I was growing up in Escondido in San Diego area. He was a guitar player, used to love listening to his bands, play Guns N' Roses back in the late 80s, early 90s, and just kind of spouted from there, started some bands in high school, through college, into my adult life, and I'm still actively doing it. So.
Nice, nice. So is it safe to say your experience growing up, seeing your dad play, is that what got you interested in recording, or is it something else?
Yeah, I mean, that initially got me interested in music. I didn't get interested in the recording aspects until I started playing live performances, really, in writing original material with bands.
Gotcha. So what would you say the biggest challenge is for your when you're doing the recording sessions?
The biggest challenge is getting a good collaborative effort, making sure that everybody's on the same page, you all have the same vision in mind, because music is just like any art. You have to have the same vision in mind to get the goal that you're trying to achieve. So it doesn't matter if you're doing hip hop, you're doing jazz, you're doing metal. It really doesn't matter. Everybody has to be on the same page, and you really have to focus on the individual needs of all the musicians so that they can bring the most out of their parts too.
Nice, nice. Now, what's the main genre that you play?
I play hard rock.
Hard rock. Okay, okay. So now going back to the very complicated audio instrument tracking that we mentioned earlier, how exactly does that work?
Yeah, that you're not the first person that asked me that kind of question, and with a perplexed look on your face. No, I've been to some national music conventions. They have one in Anaheim every year, for instance. Spoken with some of the manufacturers and vendors for drumming, and they all have something in common to where they have no idea what it is either. But it's basically MIDI and audio tracking. So MIDI is basically placing a blurb on a track and then designating a sound towards it later. And audio recording is using a mic to get the traditional sound. So I'm incorporating both in a live setting at the same time.
Very nice, very nice. So what are some of the techniques you use to do that, to get these results that's your ultimate goal?
Well, it's just all about patience. You can be really technical about everything that you do, which is not bad in the music industry, especially with recording, but it's all about patience and being able to see things through and understand people's needs in the group, making sure everything, all the stones get turned.
Gotcha. So it's safe to say communication is a big piece.
Huge key. Huge key.
Nice, nice. All right, so we're almost out of time here. So I'm sure all of our listeners and the podcast, viewers are interested in learning where we can hear some of your music and listen to it.
Sure. I got a couple of my more recent bands from San Diego. You can check it out on Spotify, iTunes. One band's called Mad Z and the Boons, nice. And which is more of a Southern California eclectic alternative band. The other is a hard rock band called Arbaugh.
Okay.
So you can find them both on there. And if you have any other questions, you can always feel free to contact me as well.
Perfect, perfect. Well, thank you for coming on the show tonight, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Hey, thanks for the time, Will.
Thanks, Mitch.